Good evening. Thank you all for joining us. Right now, as many of you know, there is a situation happening right now at the Hamilton Place Mall. We do have two reporters on the scene. We're going to take a live look to what the scene looks like right now. We have the live look. We've heard from witnesses, and it's just a very active scene. As you can see, multiple agencies are on scene right now. Hamilton County, I've heard, has come in, the sheriff's office, to assist CPD, directing traffic. They've evacuated the mall. We've heard from witnesses who were barricaded inside of stores. Stores just brought down their gates to keep them in until they knew what was happening. CPD did do a press conference with our reporter, and we do know that an altercation occurred, and then witnesses say they heard someone say, I've got a gun, so people dispersed. They told us it happened inside of the Sears, or near the Sears, and the altercation just spilled out into the actual area on the first floor. Right now, our reporters have just heard from multiple witnesses, and people just say it's utter chaos out there at the Hamilton Place Mall. Traffic has been backed up because streets are blocked off as they investigate. CPD did say that there is no active threat to the public, but they do want people to stay away from the mall right now. People who are on scene that worked in the mall say that they were told to just barricade themselves inside of their businesses until the threat could be determined that it wasn't a threat. The fire department, EMS, they've all responded just to make sure that there were no victims. And as of right now, there aren't any victims that CPD knew about. But it's just an active scene, and we want to hear from someone who was there as the incident occurred. We're going to pull up that shot from that sound.
So
there it is.
You saw or heard?
We were in the food court, and a bunch of people just started screaming and coming at us. So we jumped up, we left our food and everything. So we saw flashes of light, but it could have been anything. It could have been like toys or whatever. We weren't sure, but they said it was gunfire. So everybody ran out, and we ran with them.
And as you can see, people had to evacuate the mall, and at this point, they did not know where to go. So they just stayed outside. Some people were able to make it out and go home, but a lot of them just didn't know where to go, so they stayed inside. They left their belongings inside of the mall. This is from right after people evacuated from the mall. And this is, again, the live look at what the scene is right now. Still a very heavy police presence. We did have some tweets come in from a mother who was checking on her daughter who had barricaded themselves inside of a closet. She was just worried that this is all she could see on social media. She was just worried that there was an active shooter, but at this point, CPD hasn't confirmed that there was an active shooter at all at any point. We're waiting to find out what the details, just more about this altercation. Was there ever a threat to the public? I want to say the Hamilton Place Mall tweeted also that they knew this incident was happening and that they were just going to close their doors and wait for CPD to conduct their investigation. Let's go back to that live look at the scene. Right now, we're just waiting to get more information from CPD. What has been found on the scene, any suspects. Right now, we were told that there was a gun that was found at the scene. Not sure was that suspect's gun or where that gun came from. So we're just waiting to find out more about that. All we know is that witnesses say it happened near this Sears. As you can see, police are still arriving on scene, just blocking off roads. And it's just still a very active scene. So if you know anyone near the mall, it is just best to avoid this area by any means necessary. If you have any pictures from the incident, just send them in to News 12, and we'll be sure to continue to follow this. I'm just looking at the scene to see what actually is going on. You can see the crime scene tape from about the food court entrance and wrapped all the way around the Sears. And that is actually where the gun was found, near where those officers are standing, in between the EMS truck and I believe that is a crime scene truck from Chattanooga Police Department, kind of right under the Sears sign. So we're going to continue to follow this story. and provide updates on social media, and just continue to send in any information you have, and we'll do the same on Facebook, Twitter. Our handle on Twitter is WDEF News 12. Just continue to send in your information and continue to rely on us for updates throughout the night, and of course on News 12 at 11. Thank you all for joining us.